Sit down. I am going to tell you something that took me 92 years to understand. I have made money, lost money, loved people, lost people, built things, watched them fall apart. And almost every time something went wrong, it started the same way. I opened my mouth when I should have stayed silent. 7 times in my life, my own words became my biggest enemy. 7 things I told people that I should have kept to myself. I am going to tell you all 7, so that you do not have to wait until you are 92 to figure them out. The first one: never tell anyone how much money you have. I learned this in 1967, the hard way. For 15 years, I had run a small shoe repair shop. Every dollar I made, I saved. No vacations. Same coat for 12 years. Same lunch every day. All of it for one dream: to buy the building my shop was in. I had the money. I had shaken hands with Mr. Castellano. 3 weeks, and it would be mine. Then, one afternoon, a man named Vincent Millet came in to get his shoes polished. He smiled and asked, "How is everything going?" And like a fool, I told him everything. The price, the deal, 3 weeks, mine. 2 days later, Mr. Castellano called. Someone had offered 20% more, cash, immediate. That someone was Vincent. For the next 8 years, he was my landlord. He raised my rent every year. Every single year. And every time I paid him, I thought of that one afternoon. That one moment of excitement. That one mistake. Your money is not just a number. It is your safety, your freedom, your future. Keep it private. Always. The second thing: never say out loud what you think about the people who hold power over you. I watched a good man destroy himself with this mistake. His name was Rampal. He worked for me in the 70s. Hard-working, honest, best worker I ever had. But we had a supplier who was impossible, expensive, always late, always arrogant. Rampal hated him. And honestly, I understood why. One afternoon, Rampal said something to a customer. Just venting, just letting off steam. That customer was the supplier's cousin. I lost that supplier within a week. 6 months of damage to recover from. And Rampal, I had to let him go. Not because he was bad, because I could no longer trust what he might say next. I still think about him sometimes. Good man. Terrible habit. If you have a problem with someone who has power over you, face them directly. Or stay quiet. Complaining to others gives you 5 minutes of relief and years of consequences.
The third thing: never share your fears and weaknesses until you are absolutely sure who you are talking to. My oldest friend was Yogesh. We grew up together, shared everything. Yogesh was brilliant, capable, hard-working, the kind of man who deserved every good thing life had to offer. But he had one fear: public speaking. The moment he stood in front of people, his hands shook, his voice disappeared, his confidence vanished completely. One day he told a coworker, just to feel lighter, he thought he was talking to a friend. A year later, a big promotion came up. Yogesh was the best candidate. Everyone knew it. But his fear had reached the people making the decision. The promotion went to someone else. I visited him late in his life. He was sitting quietly in his garden. He looked at me and said, "I should never have told him." That was all. But I understood everything. Your weaknesses in the right hands become your strength. In the wrong hands, they become weapons used against you. Choose very carefully who gets to see that part of you. The fourth thing, never share your plans before they are complete. You already heard about Vincent, about the building. But I made this mistake again. 1981. I had saved 3 years to open a second shop. Better location, bigger space. I had found the perfect spot, negotiated a good deal. I was so excited, I told my brother-in-law. Just him, no one else. Or so I thought. 2 weeks later, another shop opened in that exact location. Someone had moved faster than me. I never found out exactly what happened, but I had my suspicions. And I never opened that second shop. After that, I made one rule, and I kept it for the rest of my life. My plans stay with me until they are completely done. Not almost done. Done. When you talk about your plans too early, 3 things happen. People interfere. People give you doubts. And your own mind feels like the work is already done before you even start. Let your plans grow in silence. Work without announcement. And when they are real, let the world see. The fifth thing, never tell anyone you are thinking of leaving until you are truly ready to go. I watched this destroy a beautiful marriage right in front of my eyes. A woman I knew, Pooja, was unhappy with her husband. He was not listening, not present. She felt invisible. So one night she said, "I'm thinking about divorce." Not that she wanted it, just that she was thinking about it. She wanted him to wake up, to finally pay attention. And he did. He tried harder. He paid more attention. Things got better, on the surface. But that one sentence had done something that could not be undone. It placed a crack in the trust, a question that never left his mind. Could she leave at any moment? Every argument after that fear was hiding behind it. Every silence, that question was there. Their marriage lasted 10 more years, but the ease was gone. The safety was gone. The thing that makes a home feel like home. If you are unhappy, either fix it with your whole heart or leave cleanly, but never use leaving as a threat. Some words, once spoken, change everything forever. The sixth thing, never share someone else's secret, not even to people you trust. Before she passed, my wife Gloria said something to me that I will carry until my last day. She held my hand and said, "In 40 years, you never once shared anything I told you in private. Not when you were angry with me, not even when it would have made you look better. That," she said, "was the greatest gift you ever gave me." I did not say anything. I just held her hand tighter, because I knew that is the only way real trust is built. Not with big gestures, not with grand words, but with silence. Consistent, unbreakable, quiet silence. When someone tells you their secret, they are not giving you information. They are giving you their trust. Hold it like it is the most precious thing you own, because for them, it is. The seventh thing, the hardest one, never take your family's problems to the outside world. My son did not speak to me for 2 years. 2 years. Every day of those 2 years, I woke up with that weight on my chest. Every night, I went to sleep with it. People asked me about him, neighbors, customers, old friends. "How is your son?" And every time I said, "He is fine. We are fine." Because I knew if I told people the truth, if I complained, if I let the world make opinions about my own son, I would be building walls between us that might never come down. And then one day, he came back, quietly, without drama. We sat at the kitchen table and began again, slowly, carefully, like rebuilding something fragile. And because no one knew, because no one had taken sides, because there were no old stories floating around between us, we could start fresh, just the two of us. Your family is not perfect. No family is. But what happens inside should stay inside. Fight, cry, argue. But close the door first. Because the world's opinion of your family, once formed, is very hard to change. 7 things. 7 moments in my life where words cost me more than I was ready to pay. I am 92 years old. I do not have many more stories to tell, but I hope this one stays with you. This is dark wisdom. Which of these 7 do you wish someone had told you earlier? Tell me below.